You're not cute at all. No, it's already starting out just really, really wonderful. How do we do this?
Yeah.
She is so skinny. I'm gonna have to go through the back door, Marge. That was nice. Someone just came back. Oh.
Yep.
Well, I'm pretty happy to show you guys something. I think that's Big Mama there. Oh, yep, there's my side eye. Good morning. I just did a whole opening and I didn't press record, so that's how this day has gone so far. It has been a brute trying to get these guys cooperating. I think they remembered the scan day yesterday and didn't want to be a part of the action today. So what we're doing is we're sorting ewes. What I did is I forgot to close some gates, brain fart, so I have to sort out the bred ewe lambs, the open ewe lambs, the bred mature ewes, and the open mature ewes. The open mature ewes, if they've missed 2 scans in a row, they're actually going to be sent to the sales barn tomorrow, as well as any ewes out of the wean group. We're going to do a evaluation after this whole sort, udder evaluation, and go through their weaning results, and any ewes that just didn't make the cut production-wise will also go to the sales barn. So I'm trying to make it so it's kind of worth the trip tomorrow to go, but it just requires probably hours of sorting today, which is good. We're ramping up to harvest here. If it ever quits raining, we're literally in monsoon season. And once that happens, if the barn is in good order, I'll feel a whole lot less pressure. And Carissa will be way more organized just in feeding and all the logistics. So that is what we're doing today. And it's already starting out just really, really wonderful. All right, we're gonna scan these ewes, Carissa. I'm doing pregnant mature ewes first. Everyone else is gonna go left. You can scan. How do we do this?
Yeah.
How do we do this? It's easier to do a whole bunch at once, isn't it? And mark them. Would you say?
Yeah. And no.
And then I know. The ones that are staying will get marked on their head.
Okay.
And she's open. I'm just gonna write, before you get too crazy, I'm gonna write open at scan for all these guys. Did they switch spots?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Okay. Okay, so next one. Scanner, we don't need her. Data, but okay, that one. She's open at scan. She's one, right? This should be the fun part. Was it a ewe? Yeah, she's a ewe lamb. Okay. This is what I was afraid of. You can't back them up. This morning was horrible. How long did it take us to do that? 4 hours?
Yeah.
It took us, yeah. We started at 8, Carissa told me, and we ended at 12:15. It's the first time I've ever seen Carissa like want to take a lunch break. We're gonna go through the weaned ewe pen and do an udder evaluation. Hopefully it will go a little bit better. They're older ewes. The ewe lambs are always a challenge to move through this system. So I have gone ahead last week and recorded any information that I got from either my lambing session under my notes. I wrote down like if they lost their lamb, or if she has mastitis, or if she only had one working teat, or if she had no working teats, or if she rejected a lamb, all the things. And then at the weaning data, I wrote a whole bunch of stuff down there too. So between the Gallagher itself and like a notepad that I've already scratched a whole bunch off already, I will use these as ones that are going automatically. I'm also going to do an udder evaluation. I'm looking for any damage to the udder at all. I'm trying to be a little more critical than I have in the past. And then the other thing I'm looking for is any teat damage, any like hard cores in the canal itself. Then they go. The other thing I'm going to start looking for a little bit too, if they are breathing really heavy or hard, they've got actual visible snot, or they're really thin. Like really thin compared to what the rest look like. Like the rest of them are in really good condition. So we're just going to do a pretty more thorough evaluation on the animal itself, just in case I do have some Métis Vizna, some chronic that I can actually tell the animal is physically sick. I'm going to also either euthanize them if they're really bad, or put them on the truck. So this is just the first step in really trying to alleviate this disease if I can. All right, I'm going to show you how I evaluate some udders here. Okay, the good thing about this Lakeland system here is I can sneak in the back door here, and I will just do a quick kind of just a palpation of the udder and the teats, and she feels fine. And the other thing I'm just looking at, is she's not lacking condition. She's okay. And there's no like visible snot, no heavy breathing, like you can't see her chest huffing and puffing, which today they may very well do that anyway because it's really hot. So she is good to go, but Chris is going to scan her tag. I'm going to make sure she's not already on my list. She's okay. She is a good ewe. Nice. They're drying off real nice. You're good too. Good. She's good. Here's a very skinny one. So right off the bat, she is so skinny. My guess is she is a carrier, likely a Métis Vizna, very similar. She has very similar structure to goat. She's got visible snot. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll get my phone out. Can you show us your nose? So she's got a little bit of snot, very thin. We will check her udder. Nothing. So I think safe to say we will put an X on her, but she might end up being a euthanized just because she's too skinny to go to the market. See how she performed. Just barely fits. I'm gonna have to go through the back door, Marge. I can tell the lamb liked one side over the other, but she has no udder damage. She is fine for condition. Oh, She's scanned? She's good. Hey, March. Good. Yay, we finished. And we didn't entirely lose our minds. I sometimes find it's easier to talk about the day at the end of the day by coming up here and actually giving you guys a bird's eye view. Sorry about the litter. You can tell the pens we bed every day. They're very yellow. These pens we bed every other day. That's how humid and moist it's been in this barn. Had to do all these jobs because these fan guys were coming tomorrow and they're gonna be in the center alley, and I really depend on that center alley to do a lot of logistics and moving the animals around. But we have everything kind of organized. I'm gonna flip the camera and show you kind of what we did. These are the bred ewe lambs in the first pen here. This is the shipping pen, so that's anyone that didn't make the cut for the udder evaluation or anyone that missed their breeding twice. They're in this pen. So yeah, bred ewe lambs and bred mature ewes are back there. And then these ewes in this pen here are the ewe lambs that are going to get rebred. They've only missed once. Back there are the ewe lambs I moved in a few weeks ago. They were up in this pen. We've moved them back to the back. And then this is that weaned group where I did the udder evaluation. These are what's left. Plus any first misses out of my mature ewes went over there as well. So they are all evaluated and sorted, and they are in that pen. We're hoping tomorrow we can ship this pen out, and that will give us even more room in the barn, which is really nice. I'm actually thinning out the numbers a little bit because what I'm finding is my lambing groups do a lot better when I give them more room. So as you can see, they got a ton of room right now, but as these lambs get bigger, they really do fill up these spaces. So that's kind of the method behind the madness today, but feeling a little more organized, a little less claustrophobic, and tomorrow Carissa will have these all bedded up and it's going to look beautiful once again.
Oh, look who's coming to get me. He loves me. He loves you.
Good morning. We are sitting at, what day is it today, Carissa? Wednesday? It is hump day. We are going to take the few minutes that we have and get some jobs that have been pending because we went to do these market lambs the other day, weigh them, and we really struggled with all our broken gates. So we are going to take this morning and put on those new hinges I got done before lambing and get them up. And Mark got me all situated, so hopefully we can do it. Girl power. We have all our tools here. The gate, a hammer drill, the impact, some tap cons, some 3-inch tap cons. These are what we need to use in this concrete. And then we got these made up, so it's got a little bit of an extension here for these heavy gates. Mark went and drilled a few more bigger holes for me. And we're gonna line it up close to the other one, level it with the level, and see how we make it. Can I just get you to hold that? We'll get the first one in, and then we will screw it in and level it, and then put the other one. That is solid. right, now the true test. The only thing is I think we need longer rods. Yeah, this is not quite long enough. Sweet, that fits great. The only issue is I think we just need some longer rods. But it's better than it was for sure. Great. Hey. Some big sack. Here's the tail. You're huge. You got teeth back there. You be careful. He's beautiful. We got these all situated. We did 2 on this side, 2 on that side. We only have so many gates. So we did put a couple more hinges where we thought maybe the gates would move. The one thing that we do need is longer rods. The rods we had originally are long enough. They're too big and too bent to get in these holes. These holes are like actually perfectly aligned, so I want rods that are just a little bit smaller in diameter so I don't have to struggle getting these rods in, but the ones I'm using are too short. So I do have to get, I have the right diameter now, but they're too short. So I have to figure that out somehow. But these are the gates, and these are not coming off the wall. There will be no money back guarantees. That is a good job to get off the list. Some of these jobs that we don't do, we don't realize how kind of important they are until you go to do something that you only do once a week or once every other week. And you go to do it and it's super annoying, like when gates fall or they're rotten or all the things. So that's, it's been on the list. And actually having that little calendar in my barn keeps me accountable and keeps Carissa kind of on board too. So that's been a cheap little easy investment that I made that just helps with workflow. Also today across the road, my fans are getting installed. So I've been trying to just stay out of their way, and I will definitely show you guys the update once there's something to show. My birds are going insane because someone just came back. I love her so much. Oh, don't leave. I'm pretty happy to show you guys something. Wow, this is really amazing. Okay, look at these. 1, 2, 3. So one guy put those up today all by himself, and we're sitting at, I don't even know what time it is, maybe 4:30 or something like that. And he just worked away at it all day, all by himself. So he did amazing. I'm excited. So our electrician's coming Monday, and hopefully he can get it wired up and get them going here. Good morning. We are back with our little lamb that we fixed on, we can't remember, Sunday or Saturday. Every day is a blur here. I think we got the one leg straightened. I'm gonna turn the camera. So we did take off this one, and it looks much better, much straighter. Hello. But this one was really bent. Yesterday? It's been getting worse. It was a little bent the day we did the one, but I didn't think it needed splinted up. So we just splinted it up. I gave it a little antibiotic in case it's got a bit of joint ill, which can happen in these. It can happen in that joint. So Carissa had to feed it the bottle because it just didn't want to get up. So we're hoping this splint action should help that one. It definitely helped that one. That's way better. It's really straight.
Yeah, it stands.
Yeah. Oh.
Yep.
Well, that's what it thinks about that. You're not cute at all. No. Hello, you two. 3. What are you doing? We are definitely in a reprieve. We haven't had lambs for, today's Thursday. I don't think we've had any lambs since Monday, Tuesday. Not even sure anymore. They were synchronized, so they probably won't start popping again until next week, which means a little bit of a break for me, a little bit of a, I mean, not really because we're getting ready to get in the fields now, but the biggest one that needs a little break is Carissa. She is behind the scenes doing a lot that you guys don't see. She has been training lambs nonstop on the machine, just going through this pen and making sure none are going backwards. And yeah, so she's been rocking it. The other day when we had that full day of just moving animals around, it was tough. Like we both were both hurting by the end of the day. But I texted her that night and she goes, "Oh, I'm getting my second win now." I'm like, "I'm going to bed." So that's the difference of like 25 years. So last night we did ship some ewes to the sales barn, and we actually didn't have room on the trailer for them all. So hopefully I have a free couple hours next Wednesday, and we will weigh those market lambs again next week. And whatever we have ready, we can hopefully reserve half the trailer for the rest that didn't make the cut. I want to talk a little bit about this breeding group that we had the other day. I forgot to tell you, we have some friends that are in these groups that I know you guys wanted to know about. So Bella got pregnant. She's gonna have twins. Yay! Cinnamon, I don't think made the cut. I feel like if she was in this pen, she would come up and say hi. It's okay. It doesn't mean she's a bad ewe. I did breed these guys earlier than I typically do, so I didn't have real high hopes for them. So we will breed her again in her natural heat in October. But the other little lady that got her job done was Big Mama. Where is she? I think that's Big Mama there. And she's only having one. Big Mama. One? Maybe the other one's hiding. Hey. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's Big Mama. For sure. Oh, yep, there's my side eye. That's how I know it's her for sure. One. Interesting.